Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa. For all those that are here and are subscribers, welcome back. I have been off for about 10 days. I've been traveling down to my daughter's in Georgia. Now I'm back, so I thought I would come on and say hi. I'll wait a little bit for some people to come on and see if anybody wants to do some readings. And hi Haroon, how are you? I missed you guys. I missed being away, and I had a great time, but I didn't even bring my computer with me. So, hi, Veronica. Hi, Patricia. Good to see all you guys. I missed having you on. I missed having a chance to see you. My trip was okay, thank you. It was a long drive. I drove it was 17 hours each way. You took a break from spiritual YouTube. Yeah, I took a break from spiritual YouTube. I wanted to go down and spend time with my daughter and my granddaughter, so that's what I did. But it was a long haul. I drove because I didn't want to get on an airplane yet. But it was set, I drove 10 hours one day, stayed overnight, drove 9 hours the next, and back and forth from Georgia, and was only down there for 5 days. So it's been a long haul. I'm still recovering. And tomorrow I go to get my second shot. My second vaccine. So I'm a little worried about that. Have you guys gotten your vaccines yet? Have you guys gotten your vaccine? No? You should. As a nurse, I've been on the other end of seeing the damage that it can do, and the people on respirators and getting to say goodbye to their family. Not in North Carolina? What does that mean, Patricia? You're not able to get it? Oh, it's not allowed. What age are they up to? Or what age can you get it in North Carolina? I got it as a nurse, so I don't know. I don't see the need for them. Oh, you really should get it, Haroon. Trust me, I've seen the other end with people on full ventilators who don't make it. And hi, Amatika. And don't get to see their family or anything. It's a horrible, horrible way to die. So I am definitely one that believes the vaccine is really important. Hi, Natalia. I'd love for you to help me today, hon. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I missed you. Do you want to help today? I am a nurse, yes. I've been a nurse for 30 years. I'm a psychiatric nurse. Yeah, I've got everybody. I'm writing everybody's names down. And I will give everybody a chance to have a reading. I did want to talk a little bit about the full moon that's coming up on Sunday. Do you see me? Well, I'm not doing questions right now, hon. When I get to your turn, I will do a question. I will answer your question, okay? So let's talk a lot. No, my main occupation is this. I'm not a nurse full-time anymore. I own a wellness center where I do a mediumship and healing and Reiki, etc. I have Haroon, Veronica, Trisha, Abantika, and you. Let me write them down for you, hon. I want to talk about the full moon first, though. So the full moon is this Sunday. The full moon is in Libra. The nice thing about the full moon being in Libra, it's a very energetic relationship, wonderful energy kind of full moon. Libras are all about, thanks, hon. Libras are all about wanting to have people like them, wanting to have people in their life that are happy with them, wanting to have things peaceful, the whole judgment thing, making sure everything is equally judged. And that's what Libra is all about. So this full moon is although it's in the opposite sign, is in Pisces right now. The sun is in Aries right now, and those are kind of opposite signs, so they're fighting each other. You're a Libra. My rising is Libra, Natalia. I'm not doing mediumship tonight, Haroon. I will do it another time, but I didn't meditate tonight to do mediumship. So I'm just doing mini tarot readings or psychic readings. Oh, no worries, Amantika. When I get to you, I'll definitely don't worry about it. Libra should be a name. Yeah. You're asking in general, do I do requests for talking with significant others that have passed on? No, not usually. I don't. No, I usually just do it for loved ones. I do it in private readings. If you go to Northern Lights, northernlights.one, my website, you can check out, and you can make an appointment for a half hour, full hour reading, and I do. I do it all the time. I connect with not only your loved ones, but famous people. Prince has come through, Lady Diana, a bunch of other people. So I do that during my private readings, but I don't do it on here. So anybody have, the full moon, you want to put out your crystals. If you have crystals, you want to put out, energetically, you want to put out things that you want the moon to bring in, that cleansing light, because the moon is all about letting go, right? The full moon. So we're not manifesting at the full moon, we manifest at the new moon. So the full moon is, yes, I can connect with anybody, Haroon, yes. Oh, no problem, hon. I'm glad you asked. I just don't do it on here. I do it mostly as private readings, for sure. But you want to put out your crystals. You want to let go of things. Anything you've been holding on to, you want to let go of. The full moon is all about letting go of things that no longer serve you, and that's what's happening on Sunday. So, if you want to do that, you're not new to this community. When you've been here since September, that's when I started. You're silly. Diana was interesting. She was mostly talking about her boys, of course, when I brought her through. But everyone that comes through is interesting. I've had Prince come through. I've had Mary, Mother of God, come through. I've had Gaia come through. I've had a lot of different people come through in private readings, as well as your loved ones. But I can usually pretty much tap into anybody who wants to come through. So, Natalia, if we can just remind new people that are coming on, to please subscribe, that would be great. And you guys, if you can share it out, I would appreciate it. I haven't really done much for 2 weeks, but I would love it if you could share it out. Yeah, I could pretty much call on anybody that you want to in a private reading. That's no problem. Because I just meditate ahead of time if you have somebody that you want brought through, and that's who I'm able to bring through for you. It's pretty interesting. So let's start doing some readings here today. Haroon, you're first. And excuse me, did you get notified that I was on, you guys? Because I'm not having the place fill up like it usually does. Thank you. Yeah, I protect myself really well. So there's never an issue with that. I never bring in dark light energy. I only work on the white light. So yes, you got notified? Okay. Just wondering, because nobody has really checked in. Not too many people has checked in, which is unusual. Usually I have 25 people. And maybe because I've been gone. So you want to know if you should travel the world, Haroon? Yes, I mean, I can answer that easily. I think everybody should travel the world. If you have the opportunity, I say go for it. If you don't have anything that's holding you back, I say go for it. If you have the money, I say go for it. I think the world is filled with fascinating people, fascinating places, interesting cultures, Well, I mean, obviously, there are parts of the world that aren't safe right now, depending on where you're coming from. I mean, as an American, I wouldn't go to Iraq or Iran right now because we're in war with them. So you want to be aware of the people, the places that you shouldn't go to, clearly. Thanks, Natalia. But I think traveling the world is absolutely. Do you have the opportunity to do that, Haroon? Do you have the opportunity to travel like that? I mean, a lot of countries are closed right now. A lot of countries have closed their borders and they won't allow flights to come in. So, I mean, I'm not exactly sure that right now is the best time. I think after everyone gets vaccinations, I mean, I don't think if you don't get a vaccination, I don't think you're safe to travel because we won't have the herding effect. We're not going to get to that amount. So I don't think without the vaccine, I would say, no, you shouldn't travel because I think you will catch COVID. But if you have the vaccine in place, then I think you're safer, certainly, once the country's open, for sure. Has anybody here gotten the vaccine? Has anybody here gotten the vaccine yet? Not yet. I think it's best to travel to a country that occupies high on the Human Social Development Index. Yeah, but if they've gotten shots and if you've gotten your vaccine, otherwise I say no. Yeah, I don't blame you, Patricia. As soon as you can, right? As soon as a lot of states are starting to lower the time frame. Taina, I need you to subscribe, hun. And once you're a subscriber, then Natalia can add you to the list for a reading. Hi, Lovely Green. You may be added. Yes, Natalia can add you. Taina or Tanya, as soon as you, May 1st, Patricia. Tanya, as soon as you subscribe and hit the like button, then you can be added to the list. Natalia will add you. Yeah, spirits say it's more than okay. I mean, I've got more than a million messages about it. I feel sorry for the people that aren't going to get it per the spirit. So I think it's kind of a done deal. Kelser, hi. I need you to subscribe, please, in order to get on the list for the readings. Tanya, I don't have you as a subscriber. You're not on my list yet. So if you could subscribe again, that would be great. And Grace, if you would like to subscribe, I can add you to the list as well. Hi, Venusian. If you're a private subscriber, I need you to be public, please. No, there's no pernicious intent. Trust me. As a nurse, I get all the emails from the Department of Health, the National Institute of Health, CDC, nurses associations, all the doctors associations, and everybody's, trust me, they're all just trying to get it under control so people will stop dying, Haroon, and I think that's the important part here. So Natalia is going to post for those of you that aren't coming up, like Kelser and Tanya and Grace. It didn't come across my screen, so I don't have you as subbed, but you might have your settings on private. So Natalia is going to show you how to make yourself public from private. Okay, Tanya, and then you can be added to the list. You can't be added until you make yourself public. I can check and see. See, Natalia's giving directions right now. Okay. My nose is running ever since I came on. I'm not sure what that's all about. That's kind of weird. Kelso, I want to be on the list, please. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, but you need to become a public subscriber. So right above, Natalia listed all the ways, on the side, Tanya, Kelser, and Grace, all the ways for you to become a public subscriber, and then I can read for you. Okay, so next in line is Veronica. We'll add you to the list for a reading once you are a public subscriber. Veronica? Isn't that weird, Venusian? All of a sudden, my nose started running. That's really strange. It didn't come through on my end, Tanya. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It'll come across the bottom of my screen when it's public. Veronica, I know you have. I know you've subbed. You've been here before. But Tanya, I don't have you as a sub. I don't have you as a subscriber. And it's going to come across my screen. Okay, so you may want to unsubscribe and resubscribe, Kelser, because I don't have you as a subscriber. Okay. Okay, Tanya. Have a good night. And it didn't come through, Kelser. So I need you to follow Natalia's directions, which are, if you scroll up, are listed above on how to subscribe publicly, because it's not coming across for me, hun. And if you subscribe once, then you'll always be subscribed. So anytime you come on, like all these other guys, I can read for you. You just have to say, stay subscribed. Okay? Veronica, how can I help you tonight, hun? Veronica, it's your turn to ask a question. What would you like to know, and how can I help you? I don't know if anybody wants to donate, but I don't know if that's something that Natalia can pin up, or you can't pin it, but you could put it up for anybody who would like to donate. There's a place down below. If you open up the X down below the video, it says donations of love. I have Venmo, I have PayPal. Some people donate small amounts, and I appreciate that. It helps me keep my channel going. I know, it's been a long time. Veronica, how does BF feel about me? Okay, let's pull a couple of cards, because I can't know for sure how he feels, because I can't get into his angels, remember? I can't get in and get a good feel for, I don't have his permission to do so. But I can tell you how if it looks like there's going to be a relationship. Is this somebody from afar that you have your eye on? Definitely somebody you're worried about. Veronica, this is definitely, are you worried that this person is not going to like you back? Do you have kind of your eye on this person? Is what I'm hearing. I don't feel like you're in a relationship. But there's the worry here. Mother Mary is standing up here and looking over you and protecting you. None of the swords are touching you, but you do think about it and you wonder. I do have, the other card is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups are usually water signs, so it could be that either you're a water sign, you don't know honestly if you're in a relationship with them. Veronica? You're just friends. Okay, but you're hoping for more. He's a Pisces. So that makes sense. That's why the cups came up. But this is a person that's not looking at the cups. He's kind of desolate. He's kind of feeling, the fives are often this way in the deck. This is kind of, it's not so much that you're worried as you're anxious, you're excited, you're wanting more to happen is what I'm hearing from this card. But this card is saying you got to slow it down because this other person is not ready yet. He's got 3 cups in front of him. He's overturned. He's got 2 cups behind him that he hasn't even looked at yet. Okay, so it's going to be a slow process if he does end up getting involved. But if he's a Pisces, that makes sense why it's 5 of Cups, because cups are all about Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, which are water signs. Now, as a medium, I'm just a channel. I get messages and bring them through. But it's the law of the angels. It's the law of the heavens that you cannot read somebody else unless you have their permission to read them. So that's standard across the board. So if you're going to anybody, or if anybody tells you online here that they can tell you how somebody feels, that's really kind of against our sacred oath and what we do. So, but I'm hearing it's going to be slow, Veronica. Okay. I think you're excited about the possibility, but I don't think he's at that same place you are yet. Okay. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. You have to ask them. Either they're on here, and I can ask if I have their permission, or if they're married to you, or if they're connected to you in some way, if they're a brother or sister, that kind of thing, I can read. But if it's just a boy, somebody out in the environment, I can't read their feelings. That's not okay as a psychic to do that. But I do feel like it could possibly in the future, so hang in there with it, Veronica, okay? Don't give up. Okay, hon? Patricia. What if it's a boyfriend? No. Boyfriend or girlfriend, I can't read because they're not like connected to you. No, they didn't, Natalia. They didn't come through as a sub for me. So boyfriend and girlfriend, I would need permission. Just like a friend, I would need permission. Mother, father, sister, brother, that kind of thing. That's part of your family. They're connected to you. Okay. Hi, can you ask my angels their names and what my spirit needs or is lacking? And what my spirit needs or is lacking. So other requires their direct permission if they are not close enough. Understood. Needs to be a very strong connection. Correct. It needs to be a familial connection. You need to be connected family-wise. If you are a part of their life, family-wise, then I can read how it affects you. I cannot read their feelings unless they are here and they ask me to read their feelings. So ask my angels their names. I'm not going to get their names, Patricia. That's something that you can do, is ask their names. And there are a lot of guided meditations. Jason Stevenson is really on YouTube. He's really, really good about guided meditations. I listen to a lot of his guided meditations, Patricia, and he has one specifically on meeting your guardian angel. And I listen to it. I listen to a lot of his meditations before I go to sleep at night. It's very calm English voice. You'll really enjoy him. But I cannot get your angels' names. You can do that. That's not mediumship, Haroon. Her angels aren't about mediumship. I talk to angels all the time. I know her angels are around her and her spirit guides around you. What your spirit is lacking, what I'm hearing is just information. I just feel like you want to gobble up as much information as possible, Patricia, what I'm hearing from your spirit guides. Like you can't get enough information. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it, Natalia. Patricia, are you seeing the way Natalia does it? That's interesting. I just asked them for my own. I just asked them what their names were. And sometimes they're Joe and sometimes they're Malipi Bob. I mean, sometimes they're very angelic names and you can't even pronounce them, and sometimes they're Bob. It's whatever they want to be called. Yes, I talk to archangels and saints. They're always, I call them in before I come on, and they're always right here around us. Mary, I just need you to subscribe to be added to the list. You're working on hearing them, which is awesome. And I just feel like, I think that's what you're missing spiritually, is you're not getting enough quick enough, is what I keep hearing. Have you started like reading some books? There's some really interesting books on strengthening your psychic ability. You just go on Amazon and type in psychic interest, and there's tons of books that come up. Because I just feel like you want just all this information to come in. You want to be a part of it, and it's not coming fast enough for you. Does that make sense, Patricia? They're definitely around you. Everyone is born with 2 or 3 guardian angels. They come with you on the day you're born. They leave on the day you die with you, and they only belong to you. They've never walked on this planet. Spirit guides are different. Spirit guides are your loved ones that have crossed over. They're also with you, but they share your family. They go to all members of your family. Oh, perfect. So you have that pink book, Ask Your Guides. I know the book you're talking about. It has light pink and dark pink. It should tell you in there how to find your guides, actually. There's a deck by that too. Yeah. There's a card deck by that, Ask Your Guides. But I've read that book many times. It's got a lot of really good information in it. And I feel like the more you can absorb, the better. That's great. I think you'll learn a lot, but I think it talks about how to ask your guides to come closer, so you can actually catch their name. Sometimes, I mean, I have 3 guides and I only know 1 name, and I've been doing this for 35 years. Sometimes they don't want to share their name with you. Spirit guides are people, loved ones in your family who have crossed over. Angels, like your guardian angels, are born with you. They come in on the day you're born, and they've never walked on the planet Earth before. They're just assigned to you to take care of you, but they're not going to interfere with your life unless you ask them for help, because of your free will. No, you're not, Patricia. You're not dense at all. It's just that sometimes it's hard, and sometimes they don't want to give up their name. Your spirit guide is a loved one that has crossed over, like a grandmother or a mother or, son. Those would be your spirit guides. And then, of course, there are archangels which are omnipresent. That means they're around everybody. Billions and billions of people around the world at a moment's notice at the same time as they can be in a billion different places. That's what omnipresent means. And that's what archangels are. You just have to call them in, Haroon. You just have to call in your angels, and they'll be around you all the time. I mean, I asked on my long drive, it was 10 hours one day, like I said, and 9 hours the next day. And I asked my angels or my mom and dad as spirit guides to check in with me about every half hour or so that I could, be paying attention and not fall asleep and so forth. And every half hour or 35 minutes, like clockwork, I would see a hawk in front of my car, not right in front of my car, but up in the sky. I could see it while I was driving, and I'd be like, "Hi, Mom, thanks for checking in," because it kind of kept me motivated to go another half hour. So you can ask them to help you like that. Yeah, there is no right or wrong question, Patricia. You can ask them for everything. I've asked my guides for, gee, it's raining today and I need to stop at the grocery store. Can you fly ahead and get me a space and hold it for me until I'm really close? Ahmad, hi, I just need you to subscribe, hon. I'm glad you're here. Once you subscribe, you can be added to the list. And then they fly ahead, and then when I get there, there's usually space pretty close. I've asked them for silly things like, "Oh, I'm running late, give me a lot of green lights," to help shorten my drive today, to something really serious, like, "I really need some help," or "My friend is sick and she really needs some help, can you be by her side?" So it really can, they're around you, And you may or may not hear them. I hear them just because I think because I'm a medium and a psychic, but a lot of people may not hear them. You have to really be clairaudient, which is a type of mediumship, to hear. So it doesn't surprise me if you're not hearing anything, Patricia, but you'll know if they're around you. You can ask for a message or ask for a sign, and they'll send you one and you'll get it. Hi, Sparkle, Sparkle. You can be added to the list. Natalia can add Sparkle. Ahmad, if you'd like to be added, I just need you to subscribe, please, and then we can add you. And you'll come up on my screen, and I'll let Natalia know, okay? It didn't come up, Kelser, so I don't know if you did the privacy. Yeah, you know things. Claircognizant means you're all-knowing. Clairsentient is when you smell things. Like when I'm doing readings for people, I'll smell cigarettes or their perfume or whatever. Absolutely. Okay, so next in line, I have Abentika. I think that's right. Abentika. Veronica, Patricia, yep, Abentika. Then Natalia. Abentika, do you see me getting the business contract from Mr. Rakesh in the coming 2 months or any particular dates in regards to that? Feel the celebration around as I receive some messages from my guides. Yes, and I know you've asked me this question before, and I think we said April, right? The end of March, beginning of April, but I will pull some cards, okay? So I remember you've asked me this the last couple of times that you've asked me a question. It always comes up the end of March, beginning of April, but let me pull a couple of cards and see what I get, okay? It is a success, and I hear 6 of Wands, which is 6 weeks. Okay, it is this guy, he's coming in on his horse with the wreath of success. So that's a really good thing. And you got this card last time as well. I remember very clearly. And 6 weeks from now would bring you into April, the end of April, which sounds about right. The other card I have is the King of Pentacles, which is all about money. And that's a really good sign, especially if you're looking for a contract. So it wouldn't surprise me. Ask your guides for help in leading you in that direction and celebrate, helping you get to that point so you can celebrate. But yes, I do feel like it's coming your way. Okay, and I would say by the end of April. Okay? Natalia, you're next. Dreamt of me jumping out of a tree calling, let's see if I live or die. Then I survived and I saw a scorpion on a green leaf, got worried. Yeah, I only do one reading unless, you know, you want to donate, and then I can do a second one. I'm glad. I'm glad. Natalia, how can I help you today, hon? What would you like a reading? And then I have Lovely Green and Venusian. Where are my guys currently pushing? What are my guys currently pushing to do? Expand your spirituality. So are you doing readings? Because I feel like you have a talent for that. Are you doing readings, or can you psychically pick up on people's energies? Are you empathic? Yes. Because I feel like that's an avenue, or that's an area that you're really going to be expanding into. I feel like now through summer, that's an area that's really going to strengthen for you. So I think that's the direction. I wish the chat sticker was there next time. I don't have that, honey, because I haven't reached 1,000 people. You have to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to share this with everybody, then I'd have a super sticker and people could donate that way. But if you go down below, there's just a little X. You open up and it says donations of love. It's very easy with Venmo, with your credit card, or PayPal until I can get to 1,000 people. That's how you get an additional reading. That's how you help donate to the channel and help me out. Okay? Okay, lovely. You're next after Natalia. Where are my guides? So that makes sense to me, Natalia, is that you're growing spiritually in leaps and bounds. And I feel like energetically, you need to open up a little bit. So make sure you protect yourself for one thing, okay? And that's protecting, your energy, because you're very empathic. But I feel like opening up to other people's energies, opening up your aura is definitely, that's perfect. That's what you need to do, Natalia, because that's what I'm hearing from your guides. That's the next step. And it's just practice, 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 practice until it becomes so rote, so routine that you don't have to think about it anymore. I mean, I've been doing this for 35 years, so you can never stop learning. I learn every day. Okay? You'll get there, Natalia. I'll let you read for me at some point. Yes. Opening up to other people's energies around you. Like when you walk in a room, I'm sure if there are like 10 people there, you'd be able to see who are the people that you're drawn to that have really good energies. And that's what you can do, Natalia. Opening up so that when you're sitting down with somebody doing a tarot reading, you're not focusing on the cards as much as you are focusing on their energy. And that's how you get really good at being a psychic and being a card reader, is you're really connecting with somebody's energy. Okay? And that's what you need to work on. Oh, that's lovely. So you kind of have your own spiritual community, which is wonderful. Your own tribe is what I like to call them. Yeah, I think all of us light workers are drawn to spiritual people. I think that's pretty standard. You're so welcome, Natalia. Thank you for staying here today. So you try to come back after some time to see a change with the situation between me and R. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards for you, but no change happening yet. Is it? Has been changed? I'm not seeing connection yet. Have you reached out to make that? Venusian, you'll be next. A lovely day. Venusian and Sparkle. The other people I subscribed. Natalia, you might want to push. Will you guys by me to take a snack? Or by someone else? Lovely. And Kelser, Grace, Mary, and Arnaud, you may want to have Natalia help walk you through becoming a public. I don't remember telling you to take back some of that from someone else. But I do think that the relationship has had someone else. I don't feel like anything has been yet that you're wanting it to. I think it's kind of stuck. Have you talked to them about how you feel? Have you put yourself out there? Have you put yourself out there? Yeah, and I think we talked about last that you wanted him to take the. I remember saying that, does it really matter who takes initiative? Because either way, whoever takes the initiative, you can end up in a relationship. But I don't think anything's going to happen unless the initiative. I think they're going to stay stagnant unless you move them forward. Okay? So basically trying to say, I don't see anything, I don't see him taking action, Lovely. I think this is going to be on you to take action if you want anything to move. That's what I see. Well, it doesn't matter who puts in the effort if you end up with a happy relationship. I mean, it doesn't matter who makes the first move. Okay. I guess making the first move is better, is not as good as having a happy relationship. Which is better? Waiting for this other person to make the move, or having a happy relationship? Or you make the first move, you have a happy relationship. Okay, well, that's totally your free will. That's totally your choice, hon. I'm sorry you feel that way, because it could be a nice opportunity for you. But I understand it's your free will. Well, I don't see taking a step back as helping the relationship at all. I think it's just going to disappear if you take a step back. But you know, if you're listening to a lot of different people, they're always going to get a different story. I'm sorry. I hope it works out. I'm not hearing stepping back is the way to go, but I don't think that's the right way, is taking a step back. But I understand you always have to you have your own free will and can make your own decisions. Okay? So Natalia's busy giving instructions to those that aren't public yet. So if you want to have her follow her instructions, she's going to help you guys when you go up to your picture and do a drop down menu and so forth to make yourself public so that you're on here as subscribed. Okay, Venusian, you're next, hon. Venusian, how can I better channel? What can I do to develop? Ooh, it's a whole set of classes. I offer classes. A lot of different people offer classes on how to open that third eye and how to work on the psychic ability first. There's a lot of different steps you need to take before you can actually get to the point where you can channel. Can you do that now, Venusian? You said, how can I better channel? Can you channel now? Or can you hear, you know, the other side when they're talking to you? Yes, great. So the best thing to do is to buy a book on channeling or on mediumship, and usually you can get like a practice guide through Amazon or something, and it'll take you through step by step on how to grow that if you don't want to take a course with someone. because the courses can be expensive. It's a lot of time and effort, but if you buy a book specifically on how to do that, that might help. She can't even send me or mail me a picture from Sage because she says she doesn't have time to go to the post office. So that will never get mailed to Rhode Island unless you do it. Okay, Venetia. Well, I mean, I want you to be able to learn, and that's why I answered you that way. The best ones are on. I mean, I don't have any books. I mean, the one that Patricia was talking about a little while ago, "Ask the Angels," is "Ask My Guides" is a really good book. There's just books that are called just mediumship. And if you read the instructions or the directions on it, it tells you specifically that it'll teach you chapter by chapter how to start to develop that mediumship. Okay, well, thank you guys. I'm glad, I was able to do the readings for you guys. Thank you for being here. I guess Tanya and Kelser and Grace, I never saw come across as a public subscriber. But if you want to subscribe when we're offline, then next time I come on, which will be in a few days, you'll already be subscribed for next time, and I'll be able to see your name and see that you're all subscribed. Oh, Sparkle, thank you. I forgot about Sparkle. Thank you, Natalia. Sparkle, Sparkle, are you here, honey? Thank you for the reminder, Natalia. Sparkle, Sparkle. There you are. General reading, sure. I didn't have it on my original list. I thought, and thank goodness Natalia was there to remind me, Sparkle, Sparkle, because you didn't speak up. Okay, general reading. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you here, and we'll see what's happening in your life through the month of April. How does that sound? Okay, oh, you got 2 2s. Interesting. So there's a choice you need to be making. There's something that's coming up for you if it hasn't already come up. But you have a choice. The very first thing I see is you have the 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords could be working with an air sign. It could be an Aries, a Libra, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But usually this is with your eyes closed. You don't want to make this choice. You don't want to look at this, whatever's in front of you that you have to make a choice about. And that's what's coming up. And then the second one is you finally making the decision and making the choice. And either choice is going to be fine. This is the 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus. But this is, once you make this decision, it's going to be rainbow all around you. It's beautiful. So there's no reason to worry, because whatever choice you make, the waters will come behind you and in comes your ship. Your ship will come in. So, I think it looks like the next month is going to be really good. Do you have a decision you need to make, Sparkle? Do you have to make a choice between 2 things? I told her I didn't know the area, so of course I drove slow. Not that I can think of yet. Well, in the next month, there's going to be an important decision that comes up. And at first, you don't want to look at it, is what I'm hearing. It comes as a Swords, which is hidden. It's coming around the full moon time. So if it's not like in the next couple of days, it'll be a month from now. Okay? But you don't really want to take a look at it. That's why you still have the blindfold on. But once you take your blindfold on and you finally make that choice, either one of these decisions is going to be a good one. And then your ship is coming in. So I don't know if you're looking for a new job, opening your own business. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Maybe finding a location, maybe choosing between a location of what you think is the best. Because I feel like once you do, you're going to choose the right one, and here comes your ship. Here comes all this money. Okay, it's going to be a wonderful time for you. So I definitely see that coming in. Hi, Britt Brad. We're all set for today, hon. I'm not doing any more readings, but if you subbed already and hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I come back on in a few days. And I always read for my subscribers, so you'll definitely get a reading, okay? I just have to double check and make sure that I have all my subscribers. So does that make sense, Sparkle Sparkle? If you decide to, I think if you open your own business, once you make a decision and you open your eyes to it, then I think it's going to be a really nice decision. And either one is going to be a good choice. Okay. And your ship is coming in. So that's lovely. Kelsey, you did not come through as a subscriber to me, hon. What would you like to know? I'm not going to. What would you like to know, hon? I know. I'm just saying you did. Anybody who subscribes comes through as a subscriber to me, and you did not. So, but you know what? That's on you, right? That's on you. If you didn't subscribe and you're saying you are just to get a free reading, karma. Just a general reading. I'm so glad you're here, Kelsa. Thank you. I'm glad you like my channel. I haven't been on for a while. Just a general reading. Okay, let me pull 2 cards for you. Any specific thing you want me to focus on for the month of April? No, you don't need to pay. These are all free readings, honey. They're free for everybody, okay? I mean, if you decide you'd like to donate, down below there's an X down below the box, the video here. You can open it. It says donations of love, and I have Venmo and PayPal. Anybody can donate at any time to help the channel. I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet since I'm fairly new, so I don't have Super Chat where you can just click a button and send money that way. So you do need to go down below, or Natasha can put up the link for Venmo. What? So you just, nothing in particular, you just want a general reading. Okay, let me pull 2 cards. Okay, meeting of the minds. You have a 2 also. This is the 3rd 2 I've picked. There you go. Natalia just put up PayPal. Can you put up Venmo also, Natalia? Because some people don't have PayPal, please. It's right below the PayPal link. Thank you, hon. So this is a meeting of the minds. This is either at work, somebody working with you closely, and you're on the same vibe, like the same energy, and you're working together, Kelser, or this could be in a relationship because the waters are very calm and it's a cup. Cup relationships have to do with water signs like Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So it could, at either level, it could be work or it could be a personal level. But either way, this is kind of like a melding of the minds is like what I like to call it when I get the 2 of Cups. You're on the same level. You're looking at the same thing. You're working together in harmony, either in a relationship or at work. Okay? Then I have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords doesn't look really happy, but he's got all this beautiful blue healing energy around him. He has the bird sitting on the end of his sword. He's like, the sword is always about truths, the truth coming through, and Pages is also always getting messages. Thank you, Natalia. So Venmo and PayPal are both listed, you guys. Thank you. If anybody would like to donate, I appreciate it. So the blue is all the healing energy around him. Pages is a message coming through, and there's going to be a truth or a message of some kind that's going to be coming through that could have something to do with work or with a relationship. Are you working now, Kelser? Thank you for Natalia for putting up PayPal and Venmo for anyone who would like to donate. Thank you very much for helping the channel. I really appreciate your help and your donation. Thank you, Venusian. I appreciate it, hon. No working. So you're not working right now? So this could this possibly be a message about a job? Could this possibly be a message that you're going to be starting a job? Because I feel like this is work oriented. Are you going to be looking for a job in the next month or 2? Okay, because I feel like that's what this is a message, either an email or a text or something, somebody contacting you to let you know the good news. And it's very healing energy. So I don't know what you do for a living, but I feel like the energy is very healing to other people. Portugal is supposed to be beautiful. Okay, Kelso, does that make sense? Wait for that message, and I feel like you'll be working with someone very closely. I think it'll be a really good, I think it'll be a good relationship, and I think you'll be very happy. Good. It's beautiful there. So it looks really nice for you. I think you just have to get into the flow and get settled, okay? Okay, well, thank you guys so much for today. Thank you to Natalia for being my sidekick and my moderator. You're so welcome. It was great to see you guys. Maybe I'll be on again over the weekend and I'll have a chance to see you again. I'm not sure. It depends on how I'm feeling, because tomorrow I get my second vaccine, so I may or may not be here. But either way, I will try to get on, see how I'm feeling, and try to get on and have a chance to talk to you guys, because I miss having you around. I miss seeing you. And if you know of people that you can share this video with, please do so. The more the merrier. I'd love to have some new people come in and join our community. And if you'd like a private reading, you may go to northernlights.org. I'll type it here. And it's my private website. And you can go under my name, lights.org. It's my website. You can go into my name. There's a little tab that says Lisa Ashton, and you open it, scroll all the way to the bottom. It'll talk about all the different types of readings that I do. And people do half-hour, 45-minute, or hour-long readings. And we can schedule that for you. My phone number's on there as well. Okay? So take care, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. And thank you for being part of my channel. It's always wonderful to see you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Natalia.